Yo, what up? Check if it's actually registering as online. Yeah, looks like it. Doing some IL stuff since, I don't know, don't really have time currently for full game runs, and also don't feel comfortable enough to actually do them right now, so better to start small, I guess. Get comfortable with the old skips again, new skips if there are any, basically aren't. Yeah. Plan is to do, if I have time, one full game run next week, Friday. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Already tried doing it here without a dash, but sadly. Best I can do is dash close to the floor, so there's less time for me to hit the ground, but that's probably... Okay, and then the one time I feel comfortable with doing it in one hit, I don't get it. Maybe I just don't greed and always use 2 attacks for the Sunstone. I want to this guy, because there's no reason to. Not to get stuck here like last time. I hate it that he starts swinging already when I'm not even in range. It's so annoying. So bad. What was this? Oh yeah, I've got this. I'm up. Okay.
Careful, Knack. That magnet will strip away all those metal parts you just picked up.
Actually, maybe here smashing is actually faster, but I'm not sure. This one I also like with dashing much more, because oftentimes he has a... I think generally speaking he has a larger range when he... I think generally speaking he has a larger range on his attack than your attack range, so it's always nice to just dash straight to him and attack him. So let me think, is there any other skip here that I should be worried about? I don't think so. Sure. Chat is really fucked right now. Yo, Aki, what up? Yeah, I can't see the actual chat on YouTube for some reason, because OBS always deforms it. There we go. So Aki, how's IELTS going? Still good? I mean, I saw you have submitted quite a lot of runs last couple of days, so I would guess it's going quite well. Got to restart this timer as well. Hey Alice, how's it going? doing some boring ILs here, the hopes of getting better times. Does look... I mean, I've not been online for a long time, but so far has looked good. Also, I'm pretty sure it looked like the enemy in the back just started rolling back for no reason. Yeah, I know how it is to get time, but I actually don't. Since no one plays this game. But yeah, actually in Knack 2 someone else has the any percent, no, not any percent, the New Game Plus record. Any percent, I don't even think I did a single run, because fuck playing Knack 2 any percent. It's so... I don't even want to say that's boring. It's worse than boring, I would say. Actually, actually New Game Plus is quite decent. Still think Knack 1 is better, but it's at least playable. That's good. Can I still make the cycle? Yeah, okay. But generally speaking, this one is not it. I don't really like it so far. I mean, this run. It's not that nice. Yeah. Kind of fucked up that setup. And yeah, I'll also look into the leaderboard thing tonight, so hopefully by the end of the day I have a solution. I hope. Because as far as I'm aware, you cannot group, so we would have to basically somehow enable milliseconds for, I think, all ILs, which... I mean, we could just not submit it because, or we could just say don't submit milliseconds for ILs because we don't, I mean, we have a way to time it, but I don't know, it's always not that nice to have a barrier of entry, like, oh yeah, you have to use this specific tool to time it or something like that, so we'll see how we'll do it. I mean, obviously, I could just time it myself every time with that tool, then other people wouldn't have to time, but that's still... I don't know. I mean, I don't even know if there's also, like, because the issue is, as well, with that tool, that... at least on PS5, there's high frame rate mode, so I'm not sure how that would actually affect it, because obviously... Actually, I'm not sure if it's obvious or not if you would run Knack on PS5 in high frame rate, but if you were to, then that would basically... Actually, no, can't you? I mean, I've never used the tool. I think you can set it to how many frames it has, actually, so that wouldn't even be a problem, but then... I mean, in theory, people could also just say that it's PS5, even though we currently don't have that option, but of course, if it would be a timing issue at some point, then yes, we would add PS5 as a game category, because I'm actually not sure how other games do that with, well, I mean, technically it's playing the PS4 version, it's just on a PS5, does that automatically make it PS5 in terms of the Speedrun.com category? So... would have to look into that as well, if we are going to do it that way. And of course, if we do that, in theory, we could say, oh yeah, the ones that we currently have, like, we're not gonna retime, but every new run we add, we would retime with that tool. I don't know. It would be an option, at least. Also here at this position, I actually tried also doing the same that we do in 1-1, where we basically like zero cycle that platform, where we jump onto it while it's going down. But at least for me, I was able to do that, but I was not able to get all the way up. So I'm not sure if we could actually do that here as we can in 1-1. In my opinion, at the very least, it would be harder because the platform moves. This was so bad. I don't continue this. So jumping there is a bit risky since the platform is so small, but technically it doesn't save any time as well, so probably kind of a waste to do that. Also, I think bunny hopping here is actually quite risky because I also nearly got hit by that guy. Probably easier to just walk and then wait for him to attack and then just bunny hop or just double jump over it. That looked actually quite nice just now.
Looking good, Knack.
Also in theory I don't actually need to dodge this guy at all because I don't think at least I get pushed back by that.
Careful, Knack.
And I mean, if I lose metal here, it doesn't matter anyways. Maybe I should try if Storm here would be faster, since I think I should one-shot him with Storm when I have 12 combo meter. This. Why is my setup so bad? Okay, so I mean I walk here, yeah. So then I did this, I go there, and okay, I just moved a bit to the left. Chiefs Mac a few months ago. I mean, just because you lost doesn't mean your run is bad, so I don't think it's a bad thing to submit quote unquote not good runs, let's call it. As long as there's an improvement, why not just put it on there, of course. Like, it also depends on what you're talking about. With an IL or something, that's obviously a lot easier than, for example, let's say, if you have a like 3-hour run, any person does improve that. Okay, so it is still easy then. Why do I not get this? Oh, trash. This one. So, seems it's... wait, so would I get more metal out of this? No, I wouldn't. Yeah, I mean, I have to say I'm not really that good at the actual like micro... I'll just call it micro playstyle, so stuff like perfect walking, perfect combat, stuff like this. I'm not really the person to watch. But yeah, when it comes to skips, generally speaking, just because I have so much experience from playing this game so much, might be helpful. But yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to ask, because that's what I'm here for. But yeah, there's a lot of story levels as well where you don't need like the really hard skips to actually get a world record on. There's even a couple where I don't think there's any yet. Like, forgot that there's a cutscene here. I think 10-2? 10-2, as far as I'm aware, doesn't... I mean, it has a skip, but the skips are just walk around the barrier. Oh no, actually, there might be one gate skip that we do. Is it, or was that... Because I know there's a gate skip, but I'm thinking it's at the end of 10-1. The one I'm thinking of, at least. Might not be 10-2. So 10-2 would be easy. A couple of the chapter 9 levels are pretty easy. Yeah. Those are the ones that I get off the top of my head. 12-3, I think. I saw Elad did one of the skips in... Oh no, never mind. 12-3 has... Oh wait, what level was I just talking about? Yeah, if I was talking about 12-3, no, that one has skips, definitely. Or at least one that we have to use. I think it used to be more, but that one skip at the end basically made all the other skips obsolete. But actually I've had quite a lot of trouble with the 12-3 skip as well, so I really have to practice that one as well, because it's basically mandatory at this point with how much time it saves. Because yeah, it's one of those skips where like you just have to play it blind, which I'm personally not a fan of, because basically it just means, oh, if you get randomly stuck on something outside of your vision, then it's basically game over. So I should stop going directly to the left here, just, I don't know why I always do that.
Careful, Knack. That magnet will strip away all those metal parts you just picked up.
Actually, do I want to try Storm here? No, I don't think so, because I think if I want to use Storm, I have to go... Yeah, I have to slightly go towards the center. I think that would then also make me waste time. Oh, bad cycle. I mean, it's still not bad. Still pretty good. But yeah, just getting good at cancelling attacks and how to do jumps properly and stuff like that is quite helpful already for runs. Like, there's a lot of places where we have very suboptimal jumping, for example, especially when it goes up like multiple times. You have to chain multiple jumps together. Like there's always the greed, I guess you could say, of I could dash here and get up like 1 additional centimeter or whatever, but then in the grand scheme of things it still loses time. So I think there's a couple of things like that. So in 5-1, thinking, there is in theory a skip in 5-1, but I don't think anyone actually uses that skip. Technically speaking, I think it saves time, but the setup is just so non-optimal currently that there is no real reason to go for it, especially also since it's at the end. Oh, you love the music in that chapter. I don't even know what the music is, I play without sound. With my current shitty capture card, I don't actually have any sound. Or at least, I mean, I could listen to sound through my controller, but then the capture card doesn't get any sound. But luckily I can basically, that's the same also when I do full game runs. I actually do full game runs without sound. But luckily I would say all of the skips are doable. Outside of the new 2-1 skip. The 2-1 skip, at least in its current setup, requires sound for the end. Otherwise, I don't think there's any skip that requires sound. And even then, I've not been able to actually get the... Oh, I said 2-1 skip as well. It's the 1-2 skip, actually. That one requires sound in the current setup, but I've not been able to do it for a really long time, even with my old setup. I don't know what happened, but I just can't get it anymore. So I would have to look into that as well, because, I mean, if there's a good setup for it, then I probably could also do it without sound, because I actually think everything but the last part is really easy. I mean, for me, it's easy. It's... yeah. I think like 2-1 is really 1-2. Sorry, 1-2 skip is really hard if you don't know what you're doing. If you know what you're doing, it's really easy. But the last part I just can't get anymore. Yeah, my trophies. I actually haven't done like platinum trophies in a very long time, but I basically did most of them when I quit WoW back in the day, like a long time ago. So had a lot of time on my hands. Had to do something with it. Also during the time, I think, when the PlayStation Network was down, I did quite a lot because, I mean, you couldn't play online, so... Unless I wanted to play computer games. Yeah, I think I have 65 platinum trophies. But to be fair, some of those games are like very small games, so some of those trophies are like literally, oh, you do it for like 5 hours, you have the platinum trophy. So, yeah. Ballard wrote about object boost and his time attack 1. I think I know what you're referring to. I don't know the actual time attack, so I don't know if that is the one, but... Is it the one with the box? Can you tell me that real quick? Then I can tell you if that's the one I'm thinking about. And Star, are you talking about the PlayStation Network downtime, or... What do you mean? Yeah, it was like basically Sony got hacked or something, and it took like multiple months to recover it, something like this. So for multiple months they didn't have any online services, at least here in Germany. I don't know how it was for other countries, but yeah, not a fun time. And to come to talk about the object boost, I actually don't know about the one with the box. I've never seen that before, but basically I know about the boost or zipping when you are close to attack something, but you're not perfectly in range for it. Neck will go slightly further. So that is a thing you can use to, for example, is it in 2-2 or 2-3 when you go up a couple of thingies? Also, I completely forgot to go here. When you have to go up, there is a place where usually you would not be able to like double jump dash and make it, but because there's a sunstone crystal, you can double jump dash attack and you make it. Something like this. Yeah, like that downtime was a very long time ago. I quit WoW when? During Mists of Pandaria? I would have to Google when Mists of Pandaria was, but I remember Mists of Pandaria was already like old when I was 18, I think. So it must have been at least like 10 years ago, probably. So a very long time ago. At least I remember playing Legion in uni. And that was a long time ago. 2011, so yeah, a couple years ago. That was a fun time. But yeah, regarding objects zipping again, or however Elad called it, no clue what that specific one caused. I also tried to replicate it for like, I mean, I tried replicating it for only like 5 minutes, but I mean, still. If you can't replicate it in 5 minutes, then very likely it's not consistent. Or I'm just either I'm doing it wrong or I'm just not good at it. Only 23 days. I'm pretty sure to me that felt longer, but maybe just generally speaking the outage, but still I'm pretty sure even after those 23 days there were still services unavailable. But yeah, I mean, 23 days outage is like insane. At least in today's terms. When you have stuff like AWS with 99.97% uptime or something.
Looking good, Knack.
Oh yeah, Star. So
That magnet
so basically I've already done this chapter, but I'm missing one skip that I'm just trying to get. So basically if I get anything that I'm not happy with, I'll just instantly reset, because very likely it's not gonna be faster than my current run. And I mean, I did that like half a week ago or something. So it's not actually that long ago. I forgot to. I have to dash attack here. But actually, before I did this one, I think the last run of this chapter was like 4 years ago. By, I think, Red held that record, just because, like, I don't want to say 9-2 is a shitty chapter, because I actually think 9-3 is a shittier chapter, but yeah, it was bad enough to where no one wanted to do it. Especially, I mean, the skips are actually not that hard in this one. I'm just playing bad right now. And I'll probably also, like, just stop doing it after like 30 minutes, because I mean, my time's not good. Can probably like get another 10 seconds off of that, maybe 15. And yeah, like stuff like this, enemy RNG is always like, the problem with these is they start their attack animation so late that I can't really pivot after this guy starts his animation, so I just reset and hope the other guy attacks first. Yeah, it's gonna take a while. Today I have a bit of time, let's say like that. Oh yeah, I mean, I know about this and that you can do it, but I'm too lazy. I just delete it at some point. Of course, that probably down the line takes longer, but I don't know, I'm too lazy in the moment. Yeah, there's still a couple of chapters that I'm missing, mainly because I don't want to do them, but still. I might also do some practicing for full game runs later. Because I wanted to do one next week Friday if I have time. And there's a couple of skips that I haven't done in ages, so I'm using OBS exactly. But I guess we're just two different kinds of lazy then.
Looking good, Knack.
Yeah, maybe I can actually do this without dash attacking here. I thought this animation would be much faster, but apparently it's not. Also, I would really like if I could kill this guy right now, but sadly he's immune to damage while he's up there. Or maybe there's just an invisible wall where that deflects energy or sunstone attacks. I don't remember which one it was. Also, I'm pretty sure I can't get this. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I'll probably try one more, and then I'll just go to 10-1 and do that one. Because I think also Elad was it that told me that actually 10-1, the current one, doesn't use a skip that saves quite a lot of time. And I looked for a save setup for that one, which I also have. So in theory that should be like a, I don't want to say 10-minute long, or rather it would take me 10 minutes to actually get it. But it depends on if I go for the second skip. I should be going for the second skip because at least last time I tried it out, it was quite easy. So I don't know, it's also been ages since I've done 10-1. Problem with 10-1 is also you have a slightly finicky gate skip at the end, which can get annoying if you don't get it. Also, you can backdash on top of this small thing, and I don't actually know if it saves any time. Probably doesn't save any time. Basically, you get up like, I don't know, like 1/10 of a second earlier. But, yeah. Let me try if I can do this. No. Okay. Try to do it again where I jump on it when it goes down, but as far as I'm aware, can't. Or, I mean, you can do it, but I still don't think you get the required height from it. At least when I try to do it. Do I like listening to music? I'm listening to music right now, actually. But, I mean, I don't have to set it up, actually. In theory, I already have it set up for OBS. But I'm just, I don't know. I wanted to enable it another time. Yeah, I mean, depending on what I do, like... When I'm, like, again, I don't have any game sounds, so at least when I do full game runs, I always listen to something, because otherwise I would get bored quite quickly. But for ILs, it's still okay. Especially since it's not that long, usually. Yeah, that's gonna be... Oh, yeah, I can make it this time. Good. Let's see if I can get it this time. It's not that hard, so... But apparently it is all of a sudden really hard. Like, I used to be able to do this every single time, but... I think it's because I'm not going far enough to the right after hitting the first one. So if I go here... Then if... Maybe it's just... I'll try one more. It's probably just because... It's probably because I don't go far enough to the right for the second one. Then... You're uploading... You're doing music. Do you upload the music to the same channel or a different channel? Same channel, then I guess I have to check that out. What music do you make? Like, genre? Here the timing is a bit weird since both platforms are moving. I actually don't remember. I think in 1.1 it's only one platform that actually moves. So that makes it a bit easier as well. I should stop jumping here after skipping a cutscene. Now I'm doing it. So I forgot to attack here. Oops. Also electronic music, okay, yeah. I also like listening to electronic music. Went to Liquidity once, if you know that. Quite fun, actually. Okay, now I went too far to the right. But yeah, anyways, I guess if someone wants to get a better time there, welcome to do it. How to beat PB, time attack 3. Do you have a list of your PBs and the world records and the difference to your PB, or is it just me? Oh, you mean like if I have like a spreadsheet that shows it, or do you just mean like a YouTube playlist with all my runs? Because I have one with all my runs. I have to update it again because I think there's like 3 missing from. Actually, no, there's none missing from them, but I have to still unlist a couple of my runs, which are old. But yeah, like a list of how much time or the difference between my times and someone else's times, I don't have that. I have a current spreadsheet that I use for the IELTS I'm doing now, but it has nothing to do with that. It's basically just a spreadsheet to show me which IELTS did I already do, which ones didn't I do. But to be honest, that one is also very outdated. I'm not even sure why I'm resetting, I'm not even running right now. Oh. Yeah, no, I don't have that.
If I know goblins, and I do, a place like this should be crawling with them.
Actually, this gate you can also skip, but well, technically you can skip it. I don't know if you can actually skip it without extra relics. I have not really gotten it without extra relics, but with extra relics it's possible. Okay, so if I want to use the safe version here, I would do this. Go up here, go back here. Make sure, yeah, exactly. Oh no, don't want to do this. So I would have to have the camera like this. Okay, why didn't I get it this time? Last time I got it every time. Let me see, maybe it's not as safe setup as I thought, but at least last time I got it. Maybe it's because I was too much to the right, usually I do it more to the left. No, other way around. I was too far to the left, usually I do it more to the right. So I go here, I go here, and I go here. Okay, yeah, so as long as I'm to the right, yeah. After this chapter, so you mean 10-2, because I'm not sure there's a quote-unquote cool skip there. Multiple goblins at once, and you have to triple jump over the wooden planks. In which instant is bunny hopping optimal and which one is walking? Well, bunny hopping, generally speaking, is faster if you have terrain that is even, so there's nothing where you can get stuck on. And it does not really go up or down. In those instances, just bunny hopping is fastest. There's actually, like, I can show that later in a bit. You can actually use backdashing when you are going up somewhere, like stairs. For actually, is it? I think it also worked for stairs, and it's very, very slightly faster. So I can show you an instance once I've done with this one. But yeah. That's unlucky that it seems like this is not really optimal. But yeah, generally speaking, if you have a flat surface that you can't get stuck on, then bunny hopping is fastest. So you can't go over this with just one. So let's just say I get this since I'm doing ILs now anyways. Oh, but Star, I think the one thing you mean is actually at the end of this chapter, not in the next chapter. Should be, yeah, right at the end. Also here, you actually don't have to wait for the next one, you can just jump up like this. Now here is a skip which, depending on your luck, is actually quite easy. Also, I just fell through here, so let's kill myself really quickly. Yeah, that skip is quite nifty since it skips a couple of waves of enemies at the end. Yeah, but luckily this thing also doesn't really save a lot of time. So, I misremember where you can step on this thing. However, I don't remember the setup being this easy for it. Yeah, because I used to be on the top of that when I came here, so I'm not sure why this was... why I couldn't get on top of that, actually. Here, fun fact, you don't actually have to kill the enemies, you can just go far enough to the right. Or maybe you can't, it used to be that maybe I have to go here. Oh, interesting. I used to try this and maybe I just jumped on the wrong place. If you trigger it, you can trigger it without killing them, let me see. Ah yeah, there we go. Yeah, you can trigger it, but obviously it takes more time to actually do that, so... And this is an instance, I think... Actually no, I think you would even get that without the enemy here. I mean that you would still make the jump, yeah, you would still make the jump even without the enemy, so this is not a case of zipping, or at least using zipping to advantage. You could also, like, skip this gate, but actually, yeah, I mean, you would use energy here anyways, but you could. Something I want to try is actually, can you... Okay, you can't go here. Maybe you can do this. Probably if you somehow backdash there somewhere you can, but it's not gonna be helpful anyways, because you'll... At least in New Game Plus you always have energy here. Maybe you can also do this without attacking, actually, let me see. Because he does not instantly attack, so... Oh yeah, actually have to kill those guys. So if we go here, just dash. Oh yeah, that actually works as well, but then you have the chance of getting hit, so I'm not sure if it's actually worth it. Probably it's not worth it. Here you would just use energy. I'll just use Storm because it would be faster. Also, if you're fast enough here, you can also get it. And yeah, you can also, while it goes up, you don't have to worry about things. So you can do this, and then go on top of here, and then simply jump off. And this is actually a skip. This one here is actually a skip, as far as I'm aware, you cannot do on PS5. At least I was not able to do it. This one I think you can, but I mean, it basically doesn't save any time anyways. Also, I just stepped on top of this crystal and it didn't explode, so... Not sure why. I don't remember off the top of my head. Here you would also use energy, since basically, yeah, here's the skip. Just have to... I don't remember if you have to line... I think you have to line up with the left, yeah. That's it. Yeah. Yep. Always nice when you can actually feel powerful. I also think, generally speaking, the levels where your small neck are much worse than the ones where your big neck or bigger. Probably the ones where your medium neck are the most fun to play. Yeah. Because 10-2 only has, I think... 10-2 has a real skip, as I would call it. But that one is not used by anyone because it's either too hard or doesn't save any time. I'm still not sure if it saves any time to begin with. Also, I'm pretty sure here it's worth it to jump dash attack because I at least don't think you are able to dodge if you instantly hit him. Okay, let's see if I can get this without safe setup. I mean, it would be easier if I don't get stuck in the enemy. Yes.
Now, if I know goblins, and I do, a place like this should be crawling with them.
Here you can in theory also do a skip, but doesn't save any time, at least when I timed it. Oh, actually no, I got a bit lucky. I should get hit. So I have to jump here on the beginning so I don't get stuck. Technically I shouldn't jump there when I go up, since it's in theory slower. So I think what you have to do if you get this camera angle is you have to... Is it actually that much faster if you do it? I'm not even sure. I think it's just better to go with the safe version for now at least. Maybe after I get the safe version I'm really bored, I can go for the hard version, but currently if Elad can be trusted, it's not worth it to do that.
Now, if I know goblins, and I do, a place like this should be crawling with them.
Also good that I did not hit him. Congrats, Arki. Which time attack did you do? Unlucky. So I think if I don't get camera change, I'm going for risky. If I get camera change, I go for safe. I think I can do that. A 3-2 skip. What's 3-2? Oh, the ice one. Yeah. That is actually, I think, also the 3-2 skip, sorry, was one of the first skips I think that was discovered. At least it was already known when I started this game, so...
I know goblins, and I do.
Also I have to jump once here and then double after. So I forgot the timer. I can do that now again. The trick with the 3-2-1 is also to just, as long as you have enough eyes, it's really easy.
And I do. A place like this should be
So I
crawling.
got stuck there just now, somewhere. Not sure where. Also with this explosive, I'm not sure if it's like this somewhere else as well, but yeah, you can jump after taking damage, which is a bit weird. And yeah, if you're fast enough here, you in theory can also skip the entire gate, but I mean, it's not something we care about. Just got stuck. Not a bounce there, but yeah, this is actually quite easy. Well, you know the setup for it. I'm not used to him throwing this early. 3. Oh, quite nice. So sub 40.
Now, if I know goblins, and I do, places
I have
like
to
this
be
should crawling.
probably facing it a bit better if I want to do this in one jump. I don't know if it's worth it to always get hit here, or if it's better to just take the jump. Probably end of the day, doesn't matter. But yeah, that's why I'm waiting here always, is to get the actual gate. Yeah, if you know where you have to jump to trigger the camera change, I think it's also quite easy to do the risky version, as long as the camera doesn't change. Of course, if the camera changed, I think you would always go for a safe version. Hello? Controller doesn't want to, looks like. Or maybe it's just because of the wind. Yeah, because I do remember you could go all the way to the top, but... Do I want to? Yeah, let's just figure this out. Good luck with that. So let's go up here. Better setup. Much better. Or maybe I just have to do it like this. I just have to jump a bit further. I guess that's it. But I do remember it being easier back in the day. I mean, it's still easy. I mean, you don't. That's the nice thing about the skip, is you don't die anyways. You just have to do the longer version, I guess.
Now, if I know goblins, and I do, a place like this should be crawling with them.
But yeah, I think I should just commit to the double jump there. Also, yeah, maybe just not dashing at all here. As long as the bombs don't come at a very, very weird angle, it should be okay anyways. Yeah, so if camera doesn't change, this is actually really easy to also do without setup, or safe setup rather. So yeah, if you see any weird movements from Knack, that's probably because my controller is slightly broken. You can also, in theory, skip this cutscene, but the problem is that those platforms are not gonna spawn if you skip it. Staying on top of there also isn't worth it, so yeah. also so much to you have energy here. So I think I do have to take the small ones at the beginning. I think otherwise I don't have enough energy here to use it. The question is, would I have enough energy for the other enemies? I'm not sure, but the question is also if I would even need them there. I think I want to have energy there 100% because of the wind. And since they're spread apart, and they all are throwing stuff. I think I should be able to storm them. Since I should still have... Well, it depends if I get hit regarding the combo meter, I guess. So I want to get these two. And maybe... that should already be enough, actually. Yeah, I just have to go into that corner, basically, and it shouldn't be an issue, ever. It's a bit sad that sometimes the insect goes back a little bit. Okay, have fun. Enjoy player trading while it's still the game, I guess. Not to throw salt into the wound. Also, one of the guys just got stuck. Didn't look nice. Yeah. I mean, I already have enough, but better safe than sorry. Yeah, for example, this one is a case of zipping. I don't think I would actually get up there if the Sunstone wasn't there. Oh my god. I would have been so sad if I died there. Do I still... I don't think I still need energy. So I can just ignore this one. Oh, I got lucky, nice. So yeah, I actually have one more I need. Let's see if I get this first try. Yes, I do. Nice. Nice, nice. Don't know if it's faster in theory because it takes out some RNG. I mean, taking out RNG is always nice, so in that regard. I mean, depends how bad the RNG is. I usually also opt for the safer version. It fully depends on the amount of RNG. So I do have... let's see, I do have 10-1 already, that's good. Oh, but if you want, we can also chill in Discord, actually. Then you don't need to write. Do I have 9-3 already with the new skip? think I have it with the new 9-3 skip. I would hope so. Yes, I do, okay. But I don't have the other skip, I think. No, I do not. I do keep energy. Oh no, I don't actually. I kill after. Nine 3 does not look good. Yeah, no worries. Let me just, there's one more thing I wanted to figure out in 9-2. I don't think it's gonna lead to another skip, but maybe there's something we can do with an already existing skip. Probably after this I should update my Excel sheet so I actually know what else I want to do with this. In terms of ILs. I know there's the... Oh wait, did I? Oh no, in theory I already did the 13-3, I think it was. But actually, if you wanted... Oh, well, I wouldn't call it easy, but if you want to get a semi-easy world record, you can try to do 13-4, because the skip is pretty shit, but the routing afterwards is really bad. So in theory, if you get that skip, and it's basically just RNG if you get it, you could get a pretty good record. Or if I'm really bored, I could try it later as well. Because last time I showed it off, I was basically like, oh yeah, this is really hard and it's pure RNG. And then I just showed it once and then I got it. Which I obviously wasn't prepared for, so I did not record it. I mean, technically it was on stream, but I did not try to go for the record afterwards. So I set up here. Okay, so if I remember correctly, I cannot go on top of here, correct? Actually, let's see. In here I can't, definitely not. Maybe actually if I can this, but no. So last time I had this set up like here. Huh? I get on top of here afterwards is the question. Maybe with backdashing I can't get out. So if I go here... No, I don't think I... Let's try this again. I mean, at least the chapter is short in that regard. Like, once you get the skip, there's nothing else to it. Okay, it seems like I can get on top of this. And I get on top of this. Okay, I can, so that's already good to know. So I would have to get on top of this, then turn 180 degrees and maybe backdash on the other pipe, let's say. That was close and nearly fell over. Up over it. So I can't position on top of this, but it doesn't make a difference, at least for me. Oh, that was close. Yeah. Actually, if I can dash on top of this, no, I don't think. The distance for this. Or do I just try to directly dash on top of the other? Maybe that's the play. Seems like I can't dash on top of this thing. Thought for a second I'm stuck in there. Or maybe I can get on top of this thing actually. What am I trying to do with this? I mean, I'm trying to get on top of the thing on the right. The question is if that is possible. Okay, so if I do dash it like this, it's not possible, but maybe if I... Yeah, that was scary for a second there. So I'll try to turn there. Yeah, definitely the thing on the is much easier to hit than the one on the right. Okay, so at least it seems like maybe I can skip this barrier here. If I can jump out of bounds, that would really help. Even if it would kill me, I at least would know that I can go there. And the question is, I can probably also just go there from here. I could, yeah. But of course I don't have the height to do anything there. Let's see. I mean, another thing is also trying to get... I think I already tried that, to be honest. I think I tried going up the structure on the right. So... yeah, I did. Yep. Ah, okay. So now I remember. But that's still good to know that you can stand on top of there. Then let's see. Because I feel like I already tried doing that last time I looked into the skip. I don't remember. Ah, okay. So you need a certain amount of height. Maybe I did not actually know that back then. Or you just have to commit harder. Could also be. I don't remember the skip being so hard. It used to be really easy. Okay, so there's problems with the camera here. Okay, so I'm here. There's nothing there. So maybe I have to jump more like to the left of that. Maybe that's... Also, I feel like if you get this one, you just tiniest bit go to the right. Yeah, I think that's it. I just slightly hit it. Okay. Well, I don't know. So just... oh, nice. So, good setup for this. I think the best setup for this is to just go here, double jump, and then, yeah, looks like this is the best way to do it. Try to... because I would really like to get some height. Sorry for that. Sadly, there's no way to, like, as far as I'm aware, at least skip something here. I don't think that would do anything. Let's see. Oh, okay. Would be like to the left here. Because yeah, if we could skip this somehow, that would be really big. Actually, I want to know what actually happens in this cutscene, because I don't remember I ever watched this cutscene. If it, so to speak, just goes down, then... let's see. Ah, no, this is a different one that I'm thinking of, actually. Yeah, so this is just skipping a barrier, nothing else. Actually, let me check something. I think I tried that before, but I'm just gonna try this one out. The hopes that I have enough relics. Okay, seems like I do. Yeah, I can't go out of bounds here, but I can go out of bounds here. I mean, it wouldn't save any time, it just would be nice to see if it would be possible to skip the barrier, to see if it would actually do anything. This. Okay, so how was this? Like this, yeah. Exactly. Here. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so the camera doesn't change anymore after this point. Maybe if I jump up a bit would help, but let's see. Maybe if I can, like, get on top of this thing, but I don't think I can. Maybe I can. Try that. Is there? Okay, so these have collisions. So maybe if I do this, get on top of here. I don't think that does anything. So let's say I'm on top of here. I mean, it's not really anything I can do. If I go here, these have collision, these also have collision. Okay, so I could do this. So maybe if I'm very careful and don't get back in bounds, could try to do that. What did I do again? This. Or maybe I didn't. The question is also, I feel like I die very quick here, so maybe there's just no there's just no floor here to the left. Technically also I could try to jump over this railing, but then I would just be here in the water. That also doesn't do anything. I'll try one more thing. If that doesn't do anything, then there's no reason, so I guess. And by the way, how did you start speedrunning this game? Must have been a reason, right? Oh, congrats. But now back inbounds. Don't want that. And maybe you can skip over here with that, but I highly doubt it, so I'm just gonna stop with it. I mean, having relics here, if it was possible, would be really sweet. I mean, I also get, or sorry, not relics, metal. But I think I get metal anyways after this. Actually, no, I still don't get any. Oh. And let me see when I get metal again to see if it might be worth it. So then I could definitely skip this as well if I get it.
Assembling the parts into tanks and other weapons.
Yeah, and then here I would get it again. Ah, but actually you can also go on top of here, interesting. Not that it matters, but at least I don't think. By the way, does it outgas, right? Yeah, okay. But actually, would that keep me here? And again, I know it's not gonna do anything. Yeah, okay. Also here. Oh yeah, true, it's 4 enemies. I know that you can get out of bounds here. The question is if it's... Or wasn't it here? I think it was here. I loved that game because it was my first platformer and because the time attack and costume categories were empty. I mean, that's a good... that's a good reason to start, I guess. There's a candle. Yeah, but I think actually skipping this wouldn't do anything anyways. since I get metal instantly afterwards, so I could try a little bit again to maybe get that thing. If we can skip it, it would be really, really, really nice. Not sure I recorded. Question is, even if I had energy here, do I actually want to use it here, at least at any percent for full game runs? I feel like I don't want to use it since I one-shot them anyways. But I also don't remember if you were really low on energy when you... Because this is right after 9... Actually, I think after 9-1 you're out of energy. For sure. Just get all the relics I can, just to make sure that it is possible in the first place. Or actually, I think that thing actually gave me any relics just now. That.
Looking good, Knack. Careful, Knack.
Oh, just to check something.
Magnet will strip away all
Too late
those
already.
metal parts you just picked up.
But I'm pretty sure I tried skipping this thing already with energy. Again, if it's maybe possible. But yeah, I think it's actually quite consistent if you just slightly do to the right. So I think I will try to go for it again. I think that is IL. I somehow maybe go on top of there, because if I can, that would probably help me a lot. I've just tried the same thing I just said. Yeah, it didn't work, so maybe I have to do 2 small. Or one that is a bit longer, rather. Okay, so if I do this, I die. There's nothing I can stand on. The other thing pushes me out, so I have to that structure thing. Okay, so I also can't get over this invisible wall. And still stand on the edge, if there even is one. Like here, does it look like it as well? Maybe there's something left. I mean, there's also a structure here, but so much to that. Yeah, so what I actually do is, yeah, I go here, then I go straight for a bit, and then I go left. I don't think it does anything. I'll still want to check out how it looks like. And I go here, from there, here. Okay, well, camera doesn't turn, so I guess that's pointless. Another question would be if I could maybe reach the red structure, but I also doubt it. Maybe I had it. Wouldn't do it. Maybe I can backdash on top of the red structure on the left. Maybe if that works. Okay, I can dash into it, but that doesn't help me. Question is if I can keep here. Ah, there's this thing here. Like my shrink here. That's bad. But I don't think being here actually does anything for me. Yeah. But there's a pipe there. Maybe I can get on top of the pipe. Sorry. I can't actually be on top of the pipe. Okay. Too high up. Also, I have this thing here that in theory I can land on. Yeah. Okay. So technically what I should be... Oh, congrats! So another 0.01 second. What do you call that thing? Or whatever. Area. Oh, that's pretty good. Okay, that's very... okay. I wanted to say that's very good, but that's not very good. But it's still at least more knowledge about this part. But that's actually really easy to do as well. Let's say... if I can use this... it's what... oh yeah, so I just skip this normally. I go here and here. Dash, dash, and then just jump on top. Okay, yeah, my plan is to basically jump on top of the other pipe and maybe from there do something. Or actually I should be able to dash on top of this part, yes, okay. Okay, now I think this red part, there was no collision with it as well, so that thing I can ignore. Yes, I can do this. So I already get quite a lot of height. At least so far, quite easy setup. The question is, does this actually do anything for me to get this high? Like, can I? Okay, so this instantly pushes me out as well, so I can't use this to stand on top of. Is there another one of these on top of you? It doesn't look like it. So the next thing I would have to do is basically go here. Okay, so technically that's possible. Oh. Well then, good luck with the other 2.97 seconds. Okay. Ah, if I knew it wasn't. Ah, damn. I dash into this thing. So, doesn't look like it at least. Okay, I can't. Just out of it. Could I do this? I can't, I can. It doesn't save any time, but at least no, I can do that. So it's still quite high, even with being able to go, but... Maybe I could go somewhere to the right here. And from there get some height. I guess, can I kill myself somewhere here? Let's see, first of all, if there's anything else. We have this thing, and actually get on top of that. No, it doesn't look like. So at least for my purposes, I don't think there's any. And, well, I could maybe use those pipes here. Let's see. I don't think I can get the height. Oh, maybe I can. Wait, haven't I done that before? I feel like I've been on top of this before. It seems like they don't have any collision. And you know what you have to do. Yeah, okay, those things don't have any collision. This would work fine. So reset and try again. Yeah, that would be a pretty good skip if we could get it. At least depends on how long the skip itself takes, because there's quite a while where we don't get any metal again. So basically would be able to skip a lot of like waiting parts of this chapter, but it depends how long it takes and how much I can optimize it.
Looking good, Knack. Careful, Knack. That magnet will strip away all those metal parts you just picked up.
No need to greet here since I don't do a run. So it's still quite high up in the air, and it seems like with what I'm doing here, I cannot actually get up there. Question would be, is there collision on this? No, but what did I just see there? We will try to just go into the structure. Okay. So I go here, here, and now I just go here. Just die, or does something happen? Seems like I just die, okay. But I saw that the structure was a bit bigger at the other side, so maybe I'll just try to do it there. That also works. I need to try to somehow get on top of the pipe. There. Maybe that can help me. Congrats. So that means you only have to do 2.5 seconds now, right? Okay. Oh, so the pipe doesn't actually have any collision. Okay, well, that makes it kind of hard. Okay. Stuck somewhere. This didn't let me jump. If you maybe could somehow get on top of the other pipe, that would mean a lot. Can you maybe do this? No, it doesn't look like. Question is, okay, if I'm there, what else can I actually do? Oh. I mean, it's up to you if you want to submit it or not. I don't care. Like, you can submit it. I'm okay with approving it. Really like to actually see what's going on here. I can stand there at the very least. So it's a bit more distance before I can actually jump on top of that thing, I think. Let's see. Yeah. That's so annoying. Oh yeah, I think this is also a zipper. Maybe, let's see. Can you get on top of there without the sunstone crystal? Oh. Oh, you can. Okay. Never mind. Oh yeah, currently true. Currently it only counts the seconds. Yeah. Remember? But the question is also if that one structure has no collision, and there's a good chance that the thing I'm trying to get on top of also doesn't have collision. So that's also another question if it's even worth it. Yeah. Sucks, I guess. I'll try maybe to do 1 or 2 more rounds of this. Then I'll probably do some full game practice. And then after I'm done today, I will probably go over my Excel again and just see what are some ILs that I actually want to try on. I'm not actually sure. I feel like I'm a bit more... What do you say? Okay. If they fuck me that much, I'm not gonna even try. I feel like I'm much more comfortable with that pipe skip now. So I should be able to do that. It would be a dream if we could skip that metal collector. Okay, yeah. I'll look at it later. Should get everything approved today. Well, don't be an asshole. Okay. Be an asshole. But I will also probably give someone else moderator status for Knack 1, since I'll be on vacation soon, where I don't have access to my Speedrunning.com account. I mean, I probably could, but I guess I have better things to do then. So probably either you or Ilat, or... I think there's someone else currently maybe also doing time attacks, so yeah.
Looking good, Knack.
Let's see if I can do this without dashing. I can actually.
Careful,
Yeah.
Knack. That
Much,
magnet will
much
strip away all those metal
longer
parts
animation
you
than I
just picked
remembered.
up.
Oh, it's gonna be hard. Nice. Try not to fuck it up this time. Thank you. Let's see if I fuck this up now. And I did. Oh, I got stuck somewhere. Yeah, I mean, again, for ILs it doesn't matter, and I mean for at least milliseconds, and for time attacks in Colosseums, you get the time anyways. So really counting, you don't have to do. I was thinking about not doing the last jump because of that, but thought I would greed. But yeah, I think I won't be doing too much ILs anymore. It's because, I don't know, I'm not that tryhard, even if it looks like it. Give that opportunity to someone else. And do full game runs and then Knack 2 instead. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't really care about like moderation power tripping, so if it was up to me, I could give everyone moderator. So, but I always find it kind of funny to see like speedrun pages where like, oh yeah, there's like 2 runs, and then there's like 6 moderators. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter as long as there's no one power tripping. But I also feel like many people who are mods yet, they don't actually want to do anything. Like the thing with Knack, Knack 1 and Knack 2. Yeah, and Knack 2 was the same. Basically, I'm just like, hey, yo, can you maybe do like this change because of XYZ? And then they're like, I gave you a moderator, you can do it yourself. So, I guess most moderators also don't want to do anything. Oh, that was close. Hold on.
Looking good, Knack.
Didn't expect this guy to start walking.
That magnet
Guess that's
will
fine with
strip
me.
away all those metal parts you just picked up.
who that's gonna be, I think. Maybe? No, should be okay. Didn't like my setup. Oh, I see, I've already been live for 2 hours. Fuck my life. Well, that's a good question. Most of them, I think, Red is the only moderator I added. I think outside of that, all the moderators were already there. I know there was a guy, I'm not sure, maybe it's the guy you're referring to. He deleted all of his runs. Like, on speedrun.com, YouTube, Twitch, everywhere. I think I asked him why, he just said he just didn't like his runs, I guess. Maybe that's the guy you're referring to, I would have to check. Let me check, actually. Oh, actually, Red isn't even a moderator. Okay, no, I see the 2 mods. Yeah, I don't know either of them. They already stopped playing the game, if they even played the game to begin with when I came in. This guy, stop throwing his knife. So, I mean, one of the 2 guys is the person who created it, the Speedrun.com page, and the other person, I have no clue. Probably, so yeah, if there's one person who doesn't have any runs, probably the person who created the Speedrun.com page back in the day. I mean, yeah, probably decided, oh, I want to run this game, and then realized, oh wait, this game is like probably when he still played like 3.5 hours long. Like, nah, I'm not doing that. I've done that in the past. But at least for me, the games were already created, so it doesn't look as awkward. Because yeah, I mean, sometimes takes quite a while to create the page. I was relatively lucky with mine, the ones that I requested. I think there was like one that took like a week, 1.5 weeks. That was like the worst, I think. But otherwise, they usually do it quite fast. If you're really, I guess if you're really desperate, you can also request it. Like you can ask on Discord, hey, I requested this, can you please? And they're probably annoyed, and then they might do it, but usually they're fast. We'll also probably look into signing up for like speedrun events, since I don't know, wanted to get more into it anyways. But I'll probably also not do Knack, at least not at the beginning. Of course I missed that attack. Since, I mean, number one, it's harder to get like a 2.5 hour speedrun into an event, and also, I don't know, don't feel comfortable enough playing it yet. Because also, obviously, practicing a 2.5 hour game takes longer than practicing a 30-minute game. But yeah, maybe one day we'll get event representation for at least one of the Knack games. fucking bad. Yeah, I think I did the very hard trophy already with speedrunning strats, at least the ones that were known back in the day. Since there is a couple of big skips where it makes it much easier, but yeah, I couldn't tell you how long it took me for very hard. I'll try again once more and then I'll just practice some general skips. But yeah, I remember the worst game in that regard that I played on very hard was probably Remember Me, if you know that game.
That magnet will strip away all those metal
I was like,
parts.
it had a New Game Plus, which I would assume you would use for very hard mode. And I was like, nah, I'll do it first playthrough, and basically then when I was at the end boss fight, everything one-shot me. I'm not sure if that was supposed to be the case, but yeah, it took me like 4 hours just to beat the boss. Why do thrown boxes sometimes do no damage? That's a good question. There's a lot of things that don't make sense in the game. So it's like sometimes also the red crystals that explode, sometimes you can walk over them, nothing happens. That's just how it is sometimes. This guy really doesn't want to play nice today. Yesterday? No, not yesterday. The last time I did it was quite chill. But this time, no. Yeah, this is my last try, then I'll just go for some practice. Also not sure if I even need those crystals, or at least that one that I just wasted time to get. Yeah.
Looking good, Knack.
Okay, yeah, nope. If the enemies don't want me to run this chapter, then I guess I don't run it today. Okay, so the one thing that I'm a bit worried about when it comes to full game is 9-3 in regards to the first skip, because it saves a lot of time and it's like insanely inconsistent for me. So let's see if I can maybe find a setup that is a little bit consistent. At least I'll probably stream for another 30 minutes. Yeah, that's why I don't try to be too nitpicky about stuff like that. I mean, generally speaking, I don't actually like the speedrunning aspect of it. Like that, I don't really care about. I care more about the routing and finding skips part of it. I mean, probably if I if I literally did two full, just back-to-back 2 full game runs, we would probably already have 2 new world records. I'm just can't be asked, basically. Yeah, so I have to at the very least dash on top of this twice. But yeah, without the barrier here, it's much harder. So actually it's quite easy. Just have to make sure probably if I do this like the first time I have to get... how would you say that? I have to make sure I get more distance. Not here. Yeah, so this is a skip that I'm not actually... So it does save a tiny bit of time if you get it like first try. But it's like really hard to get it first try because, I mean, now I lost some metal, so maybe this way is not even possible anymore. To dash on top of here. Right, oh yeah, that's... now I remember I did this setup. Go here. Here. And then, if possible, you don't get stuck randomly, like I just did. So yeah, that basically is already for me like an indicator I'm not gonna do this. That's an helpful. So I did this, go here, and then I just tried to kind of not straight dash. Oh, I just died. Oh, that's interesting. I mean, I know you can die there, but I thought you would get enough distance with this skip. Doesn't matter. Yeah, this second backdash can be a little bit finicky. I mean, all of these 3 backdashes can be finicky. That's why I... and also the magnets around it are kind of annoying. Because yeah, you have to do it like partially blind and... yeah, it's annoying. There's a way, technically, to do it, or there's another way to do it, but that is so much harder that no one should attempt it. I mean, question is, would it actually do anything for me if I... like, I don't think there's any value in me being up here, I think, at least. Because it would be off camera anyways. Or could I maybe like go from here? Like here, would that do anything? So yeah, I'm like... again. I'm here, and I now go off those red pipes. I guess I don't have the battle anymore, but even if, like, let's say I go out of bounds here, what would I get? Basically nothing. Kinda pointless. Only thing I could still think of that might make this worth it is if I can go like here. So dash here. So if I go like here. Okay, yeah, so we can somehow go inside that building. Yeah. Why do they sometimes break? Well, there's, I guess, two ways of breaking them. Number one would be that you one would be that you're very big. That happens in like the 13 chapters, and otherwise it could also be that the game thinks that you're stuck somewhere, and in order to unstuck you, it breaks the crystals. That happens. I know it mainly from the old 7-1 skip, where you basically would have to get pushed out of bounds by crystals, by getting stuck in them. But depends where it happens, I guess. And then, of course, the other version would be that maybe an enemy breaks it and you didn't see the enemy attack. Let's see, so I can go here. So yeah, that does not work. Maybe if I do a better setup to backdash on top of it. So, but yeah, I guess the best way to get quote-unquote a good setup is to get on top of here, yeah. That would be it, but the problem is, if you fuck it up once, you actually don't think you have to break it, do you? Did you get on top? Or no? Okay, you have to break it. So that would be the easiest way if you do not break the barrier. Of course, the problem is you only get like one try at that. Happens sometimes in time attack 1, I probably just on. Yeah, probably. On. So it going here. This. Okay. But I mean, yeah, that wouldn't do anything anyways. There's nothing I would skip outside of maybe that cutscene, but even then, that cutscene doesn't matter. Also, fun fact, you can actually go out of bounds here. I think you have to do this, yeah. Yep, you can actually go out of bounds here and skip this enemy. The problem is it's so easy to actually destroy it. It doesn't matter. Yeah, So I guess 9-3. Yeah. I mean, yeah, if you want to grind RNG, then of course that's something you could do. Is there a skip in 10-2 that I would have to practice? Not that I know of. Ah, yeah, there's actually one skip I wanted to figure something out. I don't think it would happen. I mean, if it works, then that would be insane, but I don't think so. So in 11.1, there is a way to go directly to the end of the chapter. Or nearly directly go to the end of the chapter. And yeah, if you could do that, it would save an insane amount of time. However, they don't actually load in the end of chapter trigger at the beginning. So you do see off the characters, you also see some enemies, but you cannot actually finish the chapter. So maybe if you could force trigger the cutscene before that, you could, but I don't think you can get there actually. I can just try again, why not? It's been ages since I've done that, I might have to watch the YouTube video for it. Let's see. Take this, and then you dash on very specific objects, or parts of the terrain. Not here? There. Oh, was there? Okay. Exactly, and you try to land on top of this, but out of bounds, and then you jump in a certain direction, and that gets you to the end of the chapter. No, I'm not out of bounds, okay. Also let me know if you can hear my PlayStation 4, because it sounds like a jet is going off. Am I dead? Maybe. That's also hard to tell when you don't have any sound. It's like, if you go out of bounds, like, am I dead? Am I not dead? I don't know. Yeah, the problem is if it were possible, it would basically mean it's mandatory for full game runs, because it saves so much time. But in turn, it would make runs more miserable. So for ILs, it would be great, and I mean, to be fair, also for full game runs, it would be great, because it's not that hard with practice, but it would still be annoying. But to be fair, I would probably say the current skip that I'm using is that comes after this is actually worse. So would actually make it easier, funnily enough. All achievement run. Well, the thing with all achievements is kind of, so you would basically do it would basically be 100% runs. I think before we would do all achievements, we would do 100%, definitely. It would basically be multiple 100% runs chained together, because that's the only hard thing, and then, of course, all Colosseums / all time attack runs. So, I mean, to be fair, I don't even remember like half the achievements, but those are like probably the ones that waste the most time. Is do all yeah. I mean, yeah. You would also have to do very hard. The boxes or the treasures you would do anyways in 100% run, so those are not really part of it. I think all achievement runs, in my opinion, are only interesting if there's no like grind achievements. Which, well, we basically have with Knack, with the all crystals, well, all gadgets you would get anyways in 100% run. And yeah, I think it would take like, oh yeah, and the problem is, of course, you cannot actually transfer, like, all, if I remember correctly, crystals were only on one game file. So you probably could not do like the very hard run with the collectibles together, unless of course you start with very hard, which I kind of doubt anyone's gonna do. But yeah, I think before we would do all achievements, at the very least, we would do 100% runs. I mean, the question is also actually, if I understand it correctly, you can reset achievements on Steam, right? How do they usually do those all achievement runs? Because you obviously have to keep track of everything. I mean, the energy one is easy. Wouldn't you just... like, you would probably just do 10, 1... and 1? No, but I mean, there's like really short levels with next to no enemies, so I would have to check the... But there's like 1 minute levels. So you would probably use one of those for that. Yeah, exactly. So this is what I mean. So this is the end of the chapter, of course. Now if we go all the way to the right, you see the robots that fired at us from the, at the beginning. And then here to the right, where the camera stops moving in a second, yeah, you'll see the gang, right? So if you could somehow trigger the cutscene that plays when you come to this area, then it might also load in the... what do you say? Then maybe also would load in the end of level cutscene. If that was the case, actually, yeah, it's not that hard to do. Actually, I'll take back what I said about the it's hard to do. It's not. And sadly, you cannot get on top of these guys. It's maybe... I don't know, can I actually die somewhere here? I'm not really sure anymore. I don't think so, actually. Yeah, I guess you would come in from like the top there. So you would have to try to somehow maybe gain it on top of that, but yeah, it's gonna be hard. I mean, something that I think I already talked about with Elad, I don't think he specifically gave me a comment, but something that that some games do, like Mirror's Edge, for example, where I mainly know it from, is they have categories like all time trials. So that would, in theory, also be a category that we could do. But yeah, I don't know if people would actually play it. I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure I would, because I don't really care that much about it. But of course there are people that care about it, so... I don't know. It's kind of like the, but I don't want it to be like the co-op categories we have, which is basically just like, yeah, I don't know. I just remember we had a vote back then because people wanted it, and yeah, that's why we added it. But yeah, that's maybe like, I mean, I did it with like a friend. I just randomly said, hey, you want to do this? And then we did it, and just because I'm basically the best at doing all the skips, like, it doesn't matter. Like, if it's co-op or not. I mean, technically, for me at least, co-op is slower. Maybe, of course, if you're really, really good and really... you can actually communicate well and both people know how to play the game, then it should be a bit easier to get it, but currently that wouldn't be the case. And also, I mean, in Knack, the problem is with the camera, the way that it works in co-op. Or basically all the skips, the person who plays player 2 has to kill themselves before every single skip. So it's kind of boring, in my opinion at least. Could be more fun. But hey, from what I've seen, Knack 2 does it a lot better. Since we also have co-op category there. But that I have never played co-op, so I have no clue. Well, in theory, I don't remember the spreadsheet that I think Elad posted. Isn't that, or like the table that he posted in Discord? I'm not sure if that includes both Colosseum and Time Attack. If it has both, then in theory you could do it in under 15 minutes, which is the maximum time that you can use the record function on the PS4 itself. So you wouldn't need anything for recording. But I can't find it here. Oh wait, is it here somewhere? Maybe? No, I can't. Maybe it's on the Knack 1. Let's see. Ah, yeah, here it is. He also has, well, with 3 Colosseum attacks. I don't know if it's only 3 or more, but if it's only 3, then technically he is at like 10 minutes something. So in theory, it would be, you would be able to do it even. Actually, I mean, I don't know. Is the loading time a lot? Because obviously that table does not include loading time. So with loading time, it might be over 15 minutes. It's been ages since I've done time trials in Colosseum. I don't know how long that is, but yeah. If it gets optimized enough, at some point you could use the native record function. But yeah, otherwise just use a cheapo capture card. I can post my capture card later in the Discord. I think I paid like 60 bucks. And it's okay. I mean, yeah, the issue is you don't have sound, but technically speaking, if you don't stream, and you use the, well, no, then you wouldn't use the native record function. Yeah, the problem is you basically couldn't record with sound, I think. It does have a headphone jack, but it says microphone. So I'm not really sure if maybe you could route it through there or something. I don't know. Never really tried it because, I don't know, never cared before. Yeah. But yeah, the question would be, since you have 15 minutes, if you can cram all the time technically you can cram all the time trials into 15 minutes. The question is if you can cram time trials plus the loading times into it. I mean, menuing is not going to be that much, but yeah, the question is going to be loading times. I think something I can try here is, I kind of know where I get out of. Maybe if I can somehow stay out of bounds, so closer to where we come out of later, I might be able to trigger a checkpoint there somewhere, but that's wishful thinking. Maybe I just have to accept that it's not possible, sadly. Oh, you can do 1 hour on PS4? Didn't know that. I thought it was always 15 minutes. Then that's pretty good. I mean, technically what you could also do is you could stream via the PS4. And then you just submit like the stream. That would also work, but of course for that you would have to have at the very least decent internet. Okay, so here you would fall to your death, basically. Wait, so... let me just get this straight. If I... so I have this wall. If I go through that straight, then I come out on the other wall. This, so it's mirrored. So that means if I want to go, or rather rotated, so it means if I want to go to this point, then if I turn this, I have to go this direction. Okay. So if that works. Yeah. I know how bad how internet can suck. Back when I was still living on the countryside, we had times where we basically had no internet for like a month. Those were the good days. By the way, aren't you? Ah ja. Ja, genau, du bist Deutsch. Ja. Habe ich mich richtig erinnert. Ja. Deutsches Internet ist nicht dafür bekannt, gut zu sein. Leider. Ich wünschte, es wäre anders. Okay, so I can actually get on top of there. That's good to know, okay. Bringe ich mich mal schnell um. Ich hier überhaupt umbringen. Man muss jetzt ganz nach rechts. Also something I did not really do before is you can actually also get there by standing on top here. It's a bit more finicky. Ah ja. Das ist wahrscheinlich sowieso das Beste. Wir sind international als Community. Okay, that's interesting, I guess. I don't think that actually helps with anything. Actually, it might help with something. Let's see again. It's a bit finicky to stay on top. Just wanted to jump more out of bounds. Okay, then I guess I have to do it a bit longer, maybe. Okay, where did it just land? Interesting. I went too far to the right. But I also will stop in like 5 to 6 minutes for today, or at least on stream for today, since I have to go somewhere later. I think this might have some potential, maybe. So this part I'll probably do off stream while I watch a show or something in the background. This is probably gonna take some time. I have to go, have to jump there. Maybe I can try just doing a little bit and then just going straight left and seeing where that takes me. Ah, okay, so there's at least partial possibility. I think maybe I just have to stay on that line somewhere, and then at some point I can go to like the left or the right. No, I think it's actually here somewhere. Yeah, I mean it is literally here somewhere. So I remember I could actually, so you can also go out of bounds here to this left part, but the problem is you cannot actually go high enough to get on top of there. So that means basically if you want to do it fully, you have to go this entire way here. Which, maybe it's possible. Oh, congrats. Slowly but surely chipping away at the time. Also, I never stopped the timer, I just realized. The question, okay, so here it's kind of a debate that it goes to the left, it doesn't go to the left, and there's a big rock that I have to get over. So, let's try that again. Yeah, I feel myself slipping here, so maybe I can't get past here. So maybe I go until there and then just go straight left and hope for the best. That was good. Good recovery, and then I just threw it away. setups look uglier and uglier. That was good, and then I also threw it away again. That was bad to begin with. Yeah, that's a very finicky way to get out of bounds. Was kind of worried about maybe dying there. So didn't try to force, but should have probably forced there. Why is it suddenly so bad? Much better. And then I fucked it up again. Just want to at least get it like once. That I can see where I'll end up if I get out of there. Nice. I got stuck somewhere, so didn't jump. If I could somehow keep the camera down, I can also try that, I guess, very quickly. The camera somehow down so I can actually see where I'm going. Because, I mean, I kind of know where I'm going, but it's really, really hard to see where you fall down and where you don't. 3 hours or so I get from. Yeah, sounds quite nice actually. And maybe I have to go a bit more to the left since I very easily slipped off there. Damn. So close. This part is really annoying that you have to kind of do a little bit more to the left. basically I jump once and then I go a bit to the left. If I can at least get it once more, that would be nice. Okay, there we go. Ah, still not far enough to the left. No, okay. I'll try once more and then I'm off for today. I can give it to both of you. I don't mind. Okay, I'll try once more to get at least a tiny bit further, but I still have like 15 minutes, so time-wise I'm still okay. Fuck. I think I have to maybe do like the problem is, after camera changes, dash attacking is really, really hard. So I think what I have to do is, I just have to dash attack before the camera changes as well. So might give me the best, so to speak. Best chance. I had really good setup and I just didn't realize it. so confused as to where I can get the setup here. Okay, 5 more tries and then I'm off. 1. 2. 3. What the fuck was that? 4. On number 5. Okay, 5, yeah. So that's it from me today. Thanks for tuning in. Probably I'll go over my Excel sheet again for the ILs, see what IL I actually really still want to do, and then do those. Otherwise prepare for full game runs and then do a couple full game runs before I go to Knack 2. Because at least there we can still find a lot of stuff. I mean, I'm pretty sure like this 11-1, you are able to actually get to that point where I want to get, but it's just gonna be really fucking hard. So yeah, Aki, you enjoy your evening. And I'll see you around.